Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And to all my subscribers, I appreciate all of you. Today I'll be showing you how to make a Batwing dress. The main focus will be the Batwing part. It's a Dolman dress. Dolman in the sense that it's a cut together sleeves. Now, this fabric is about 2 yards. So for the length, if you're measuring your sleeve length, it's a cut together sleeve, so you measure from your mid back, so that's half of your shoulder, to the length that you want it to. So like for me, I like mine to stop at the elbow, and my elbow length is 12 inches. So if I'm adding that to half of my shoulder, that's 20 inches. And I would like to cut the front and the back together, so I'll just fold it into two, fold the fabric into two, and then I'll fold it again. I'll be cutting the back together with the front at the same time, so I'll use about 1.5 inches. You can measure that. For the length of this up part, if you look at the picture, it stops beneath the bust. So I'll be using the under bust measurement. Okay, so for now, the half of my shoulder is 8 inches. So measuring this, I have about 17 inches. So I'll be working with the length I have here, okay, because this is just 2 yards and I want to use it for the dress. Okay, so my shoulder is 17, everything. So I'll go down with 1 inch. I can use 1.5, but I choose to make it 1 inch. Okay, and then you will slant it to meet your neck width. The neck width I'll use about 3.5 inches. My neck depth I'm using 7 inches. Okay, and then I'll curve that to my neck width. For my neck width, I'll slant it to meet my sleeve length, like so. Now remember, I said we are using the under bust for the top part. So my under bust is 15 inches. So I'll measure 15 inches downwards, and I'll add 1 inch for my seaming allowance. The sleeve opening stops about 1.5 inches above the under bust measurement. So that'll be the sleeve opening I'll be using. So that's about 12 inches. So then, now we are doing gathers for this, so I can just go in with 2 inches, and then I'll connect it, cuff it to meet. Now that part will ease us when we are cutting, when we are sewing. So with this now you can cut it out. For the back, I can use, it is a high neck, so I can use about 1.5 or 1 inch. Okay. So that's for my back neck. I'm using 1.5 inches depth, and I'm using the same neck width as the front. So we are done with the back, so we'll cut this out. Okay, so that's it. And like I always do, I like to go in with 1 inch. I'll use 1 inch following that new center back. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so you can do all to notch. Now I'll be using facing to turn the neck. So I'll cut the facing for the neck and the now the band I can use about 4 inches. So by the time I'm done sewing, I will have about 3 inches for the band. Okay, so this is the length from the band. Now I'll get to the half length, and the half length is 18 inches. So already we have 18 inches as the length for the top part. So the remaining one is I need about 25 inches. I'll be using 2 inches to hem. Now I'm doing inverted pleats for the down part, okay, and the measurement I have here is 36 inches. Remember I am using 2 yards for this. Okay, so from here I want to make use of this hem, this English hem. Okay, so I'll just measure 25 inches from here. Remember I'm using 2 inches all the way to the other part. For the band, I said we are using 4 inches, so you will measure 4 inches and the length of it will be the waist measurement plus 1 inch for zip allowance. It will be an all-round band. Okay, so we have about 4 inches here, so we'll measure out the 34 inches. Now because this unfold, so 34 divided by 2 is 17 inches, and then we need 1 inch for a seaming allowance for zip. Okay. So that's that for our band. So that's our band, and this is the top part. So when we're sewing that, this will go on. Okay, so this is how far we have gone. This is the front. We did a V neckline. Okay, so this is the back. I've already opened it and I'm going to use zipper. So I joined the shoulder, the 2 sides. This is the underbust. Like I said, this first cut will be at the underbust. So the next thing we'll have to do will be to join the sides. Remember I went in here with 1.5 inches, and I'll use that to sew to this part. The same thing. So I'll be using 1/2 inch to sew this way and that way, and then note where I did gathers. Okay, then immediately after the gathers, this band will now come in and is an all-round band, and after that I will attach this part. This part I'm doing inverted pleats all round, so I'll attach this to the band. Okay, and for the neck I'll be using this lace, this knit that I cut as facing, but I'll sew it such that it will face the front. Okay, so that's the facing that we're gonna use to turn the neck. Like I said, I'm not using lining for this. So when I'm done with that, I'll bring it back for us to see. Okay, so this is how it looks. Our Batwing dress. I used the lace to turn the neck, and look at the gathers, the band. Let me know if you like us to do an inverted pleats video. Leave it in the comment section. So this is our final look. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.